he takes out the trash. I do the cleaning, he takes out the trash. I feed the dog, he takes out the trash. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to make him look bad. It's actually not true at all. He feeds the dog every day. I feed her again later. But yeah, we have a pretty traditional sense of, whose job is what. One of Joe's jobs is he's got to carry all the heavy stuff in the house. I had to do it for years, because I lived by myself. Once I got married, I said I will never buy a case of water or a case of beer by myself again. And if I do, I leave it in the car and wait for him to get home. That's right. His job works for us. What was I talking about? Oh, the fire pit. So we have a bunch of pavers that were left over from when we bought the house. They made like a little garden out front out of these pavers that they used to, block it in. And it looks like they had originally done another layer in the beginning and then decided they were going to take a layer off because we had all of these extras. And they've just been sitting under the house all this time. And I said, he keeps saying, we could use those pavers. We can use those pavers. So yesterday as we're sitting outside relaxing, I said, why don't we get those pavers out and see how big we can make our fire pit? Oh, I'll have to get in my dirty clothes and go under the house. And yes, I pushed him. Come on, let's do it. Because it's one of those things where we talk about it. We've been talking about it since last fall. So let's just do it. And I helped. Got my little gardening gloves on and helped carry big pavers from under the house to over to the side yard where we have now placed the new fire pit. Pretty cool. I'm very excited about it. So, that would be considered outside work for him. Like I'm saying, though, he really does get off easy for the most part. So it occurred to me, is the car included in outside work? And I originally had thought about this because Michelle and I say that as if you know her. My sister and I were having a conversation, and this was a while back about, inside work versus outside work. And I had said, well, washing the car should be included in outside work. And she was like, oh, I don't think I'd ever get my husband to agree to that. I'm like, well, it is outside for sure. And one of the first comments from Adele, she said, yes, unless your car is somehow in your living room. I vote car is outside work. Sorry about that, Joe. Jim says absolutely outside work. Megan says outside of the car is considered outside work. Inside car is considered inside. Oh, that probably is a good compromise. Couple of people have mentioned that same scenario. Wilbur, John, and Michelle says the car is outside, so therefore falls under the category of outside. Then Joe chimes in, what about the inside? Well, and then Denise says he does the outside, you do the inside. So a lot of people have that kind of theory of, and I don't really mind doing the inside, except for the windshield. I am terrible at windows. I mean, just downright awful. Streaks, just awful. So, but I'll do it. And then I can't really see out of the window because then when it fogs up, you see all the smear marks. I don't know. What am I missing? Why can't I get my windows streak free? I can't do them in the car. I mean, the worst in the car, way worse than in the house. But I suck at the windows in the house too. I have 2 sliding glass doors right next to each other. So I have a lot of windows to clean in this house. I don't know what I do wrong. Not good at windows. Never have been. I don't get the whole newspaper thing either. Kind of seems like that wouldn't work to me. I know people talk about it all the time. Whatever. I don't know. But yeah, it's time to get those cars washed. Joe. Okay, so we all just want to be understood. Isn't that true? Isn't it the greatest when people really, really understand you? Now, I remember watching Ellen a few years back on one of her birthdays. She had Portia, her wife, on, and she gave her a gift of creating a refuge for elephants. Now, it brought her to tears, and I'll never forget what she said. She said, "It's amazing to be loved, to be But to be understood is profound. She was touched because her wife knew her so well, all her hopes, dreams, desires, and did exactly what she would have wanted most in the world. We'd like to think that our spouses are always that person in our lives, but that is not the case in many circumstances. But do you have someone that really understands you? Don't you just love it when your pet senses that you're upset about something and comes over to attempt to console you? It's so awesome that they know us that well. They know when something is wrong and they want to help. Just one of the things we love about our little fur babies. So do you have people in your life that know you that well? It doesn't have to be just when you're upset, but to be understood on any level is so affirming. I think one of the reasons it makes us feel so good is that these people actually really understand who we are and love us for it. Is there anything better or more life-affirming than that? I have been noticing lately how many people in my life seem to really know me. Now, it's not really that hard with me. I'm very outgoing. I'm very open about my life. I'm no big puzzle. I'm loud. I'm boisterous. I'm opinionated. I usually say what I think about most situations, so it may be a little easier to figure me out. You quiet ones, though, you're a little tougher to crack. But I hope everyone has someone in their life who knows them inside and out. And if you do, take notice of it. Appreciate it. Just recently, I've noticed how well people seem to know me. It's kind of refreshing. Don't you just love when you put a picture up on social media and someone remarks, oh, that hat, that outfit, that hat, that jewelry, makeup, whatever. It's so you. I remember that specifically when I had picked out my wedding dress. And so many of my friends just responded with, when I sent them a picture, oh, that is so you. It just happened again recently that when I put up a post with me wearing my what I called my disco pants to the gym. They're bright, shiny, really sparkly. Maybe you saw the picture. One of my friends had commented, they are so you. I love that. They really are so me. So over the holidays, I had gotten together with some of my girls in the hood. I had made them all read You Are a Badass by Jen Sincera. You know how much I love that book. When it was my turn to pick for book club. Now, a group of them went to Cape May on a day trip, and they found a You Are a Badass button. You know, much like an easy button, it says a number of different phrases, and it's really the coolest thing ever. I keep it right on my kitchen counter and hit it numerous times a day as I walk past it. Now, the coolest part about the whole thing, though, is they saw that button, thought of me, and knew I would love it. They were right. It's so nice to have people in your life who know you, accept you, and even reward you with gifts for loving what you love. You get what I'm saying, right? You get it. I had a friend of mine visit for a few days late last year. She was recovering from some surgery, and I thought it would be fun to hang. When she came, she brought me a gift bag filled with my favorite goodies. It was like Christmas morning. I was so excited. I was like, presents for me. I had a ton of Bath & Body Works products, which she knows I love because, well, she's the one that got me hooked on them. It was around the holidays, and I had been harping on drinking out of a favorite Christmas mug every day on the podcast as a way to enjoy the holidays more. Yet, I didn't have one of my own. She brought me a Christmas mug, and it was awesome. It said elfin around. She also threw in a couple of Philadelphia Eagles-themed gifts. If you know me at all, you know my love for my birds. Go Birds! Last summer, my sister went to Hawaii with her family. I'm still getting over my jealousy, but that is not the point of this story. A few weeks after she returned, I got a package in the mail. It was a magnet/clip for the fridge or, wherever. It was in the shape of a flip-flop, and it was all blinged out. Yes. Flip-flops, me, blinged out. Oh, so me. It's really nice that she saw something she knew I would love, picked it up, and then sent it to me when she got home. It's little things like this that mean the most. My husband and I went to brunch yesterday. It was a gorgeous day, as I've mentioned, when we just wanted to go out and enjoy it. So I was perusing the menu. I had narrowed down to a crab cake sandwich or a burger. And I asked the server, which of the two would she recommend? She said burger without hesitation. Okay, sold. Got the burger. I didn't realize it had all this other stuff on it. I'm kind of a plain Jane burger kind of girl. Give me some beef, give me some cheese. I'm good. But this had some sort of short rib meat mixture on top and then melted cheese and then this aioli sauce drenched. I mean, like, there was just way too much of it all over it. Aside from it not really being what I thought it was the messiest sandwich. Oh, my gosh. It was, like, dripping down my arm. It was all over my face. Ugh. I was like, I'm going to need more napkins over here. So I ate about half of it and gave the rest to my hubby. I told him to remind me next time we were there to order just a plain, regular cheeseburger. He said he was surprised I was getting the fancy burger. I told him I didn't realize how fancy it was, I guess. I guess I didn't read the description in its entirety. So my husband knew it was something I wouldn't have really liked. It would have been nice of him to say so before I ordered, but still nice when someone's like, well, I didn't think you would like that. Do you have people in your life that bring you a little something occasionally when they see something they know you will just love? I just saw something I know my sister will love. I think she will anyway. I'm going to work on getting it for her. Do you take the time to get things you see that remind you of a friend or family member? Start doing it right now. The joy you see in the other person when they get this gift is a gift to yourself as well. Be the person who goes out of your way to let people know how much they mean to us. You know, they always say it's not the words that you say that people will remember. It's how you made them feel. Make someone's day. I'm pretty sure it will start happening for you in return, even though that's not really the point. So I'm going to say it again. To be understood is profound. I hope you have some profanity in your life. Get it? Profanity, profound. It was a joke, people. It was a joke. So I hope you have some people in your life who know you deep into your core and love you just the way you are. I want you to go out. I want you to be your badass self. I want you to keep crushing it. Because it's Monday, people. You know it's my favorite day after Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a brand new week. It's full of possibilities and opportunities to do so much for so many. Go into this week knowing full well who you are, what you contribute that is, and keep doing you. Be you through and through. Now, go make today your best day yet.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit Hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
See, Ellen, I think of things that you say, the wisdom that you have shared with all of us through the years. I want to share my wisdom with your audience as well. Ellen, have us on your show.